Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Neon Ape podcast. And I know it's crazy. This is a completely different podcast. No, but so we decided to do a little bit of rebranding and a little bit of touching up and just changing up the podcast a little bit because change is good, right? Don't let anyone tell you other than that. So we're going to just do kind of more of a free form show. We'll still have some topics and stuff like that. We didn't want to kind of just box ourselves into, just media and stuff like that. I mean, it's fun. We'll talk about it a lot. Probably won't end up changing because we're just a bunch of nerds. But, we wanted to rebrand a little bit and shake it up. So welcome to episode 26 of the Neon Ape podcast. We've totally done 25
It's always
more of
been
these.
the Neon Ape podcast. Anyone who has heard otherwise, who has told you otherwise, conspiring against us and you, and they should be reported immediately.
It's the Mandarin effect. That's what it's called. No, I know it's the Mandela or whatever. It's the Mandela, but that was the joke because
the
you
Mandarin
couldn't
effect.
remember what it.
Okay, I see the joke now.
That was the
I thought you were
700 IQ.
somehow making an Iron Man 3 joke.
No,
But you've never even seen Iron Man 3.
How long ago did Iron Man 3 come out?
It was like
Do you think-
2013, I think.
Even if we had like 1 million people watching this, I'm not sure if a single person would be able to recall an Iron Man 3 reference.
No, there's enough. Because you know why?
Why?
Alright, go back to you watching Endgame in theaters, I'm assuming. It cuts to
I never watched Endgame. Wait. No, I
have
didn't
you seen Endgame?
I've seen Endgame.
Okay, well, clarification. You're watching Endgame, and it's towards the end. There's that one funeral, and you see that kid, and you're like, "Who the hell is that kid supposed to be?" And then everyone on Twitter was like, "Who is that kid that looked kind of old but not too old?" That was the actor for the kid in Iron Man 3, and no one remembered him, but they included him in the finale of Endgame. And
hey, yeah, is that
I'm
important?
happy for the continuity team there.
when I was rewatching the Avengers movies with Corey, I especially was like, oh, I know Corey's going to do it. He's like, who the fuck is this guy? And I was like, it's the kid from Iron Man 3. And he was like, yeah.
Yeah,
So
and,
how does this
and
help your argument that people would get an Iron Man 3 reference? If
Because
no
that
one-
was the one thing they would know about Iron Man 3. Is that the
Oh,
kid.
okay. Is
There's
that the kid was in Endgame?
Yes.
Okay.
gotcha.
That's my
Well,
argument.
speaking of Corey from your joke, we have Corey here in
Yo.
person. He's been on the podcast before on the fighting game episode. That was a fun one. So now we're gonna talk about Melee for 70 more hours. No, but yeah. So I'm also Time to Grind, otherwise known as Holden. I guess other way around.
I'm Daniel, otherwise known as not Daniel, on the internet because I need to stay anonymous. I can't have people knowing who I am.
My name is Matthew, son of the Sutter, or Satir, I guess. You really care.
So now you've gone back.
Well, no,
'Cause before
I'm defeated at this point.
But why are you defeated? Who is on the offensive against you?
Well, it's just first impressions. Everyone says like, everyone online's like, "Yo, dude, Satir," and I was like, "Yeah."
Who's
hey,
done
what's up?
that?
Everyone.
One person.
Online, like everyone that tries to pronounce my username will say Satir.
That's fair.
But why don't you just like double
Correct
down
them.
and just correct them?
Or like,
Because do you think people on the internet will really care how they pronounce my username?
no.
But you have
But
to care.
yeah, but when you say it is stutter, then everyone will, then
So when
people
we
say
get
it.
super famous,
Why is your username Sutter?
Well, that is something I will reveal on our 1 millionth subscriber.
1
It's
million?
not a second until then.
so we've got some
Okay.
milestones set up at what
Oh.
10 million.
I'll give
Was
the
it
letter.
10 million? We were going to review all of the Pokemon.
No, but we're going to do a song of do a Pokemon rap of all the
Oh,
Pokemon,
yep.
which has already been done. I want to clarify.
That's why I was trying to add in like do it naked
What? Why?
because it's already been done. Who gives a shit? That's a stupid 10 million
Just
But then you're
milestone.
seeing
I'm
the
not-
guy that literally tried to
Well, we
one-up-
would censor it.
I'm not sure if people they've already seen the Pokemon rap. I'm not sure what us being naked adds to it.
It adds something that just not adding anything.
Could
does.
we, like,
It's
sing it all
gonna
in
be
Pig
oh, that's
Latin or
unique
something?
Because they're naked, they're gonna be like, oh, they're trying to be unique because by being naked, even though it's add. You know what?
we got some pretty crappy milestones. I gotta say.
Yeah. I mean,
I say at 50 subscribers, we should all do a group watch of
pretty sure I've told
Porking
you at
Across
some
America. Oh,
Daniel.
what it?
my username. I'm pretty sure I've told you at some point. You probably just forgot.
Absolutely, my memory is god awful.
Yeah,
So you don't
I
even
remember.
deserve it.
Like I can blackmail you.
Well, anyway, there's a lot that's happening
In the world right now, yeah, just the world's just
as the most famous thing probably this week is that the fucking consoles are coming out.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that is the most
PS5
thing that has
tomorrow.
happened in recent news.
Xbox
And
Series
on the
X.
12th, this Thursday, we got. No, wait. No, PS5 is coming out on the 12th, which is this Thursday. I think on the 10th, the Series X is coming out tomorrow.
Oh,
Which,
as a PC gamer,
yeah,
I mean, I might get the PS5 at some point.
yeah.
At some point,
I was gonna
TM.
try to pre-order it and just get it on launch day, but then I was like, oh, even getting pre-ordering it's going to be a hassle. You know what? I'm just gonna wait the 2 or 3 months it takes for it just to be like just on sale at a
yeah.
Walmart.
yeah.
Whatever, however long that'll take.
What are even the exclusives for PS5?
Right now, not much, but like my argument is it's backwards compatible with PS4, so I can just play all the fucking PS4 games on it that I haven't played.
Or
Why
somewhat.
is
I thought it
backwards
wasn't the PlayStation.
compatibility not like pretty much universal among consoles?
There,
I thought that was it. The PlayStation one was. Some of them weren't going to be.
well, the ones I care about.
There's like a whole flow chart.
Like
of,
the ones I
what
care about,
works
which
and
is
what
like the
doesn't.
Last of Us games.
Why?
I'm assuming are going to be able to be played on PS5. Like I'm assuming those
The
games,
ones you care about. That's fair.
the ones they are probably going to be the ones they care about because they're like, oh, Uncharted, we're the Last of Us people.
Yeah.
I know Xbox Series X is actually going really far back with their backwards compatibility. It goes like all the way back to the original Xbox, right?
Sick. All right, Fusion Fall. You want to play some fucking Fusion Fall?
it-
Fusion
even
Fall on the Xbox.
I thought
It is on the original Xbox, and it is the best fucking party game you will ever play.
Wait,
If
Oh,
you've
you're
ever
thinking
played.
about.
I'm thinking of the
I'm-
MMO Fusion Fall.
What are you thinking of?
No, there's no Fusion Frenzy. God.
I know one of you
Oh,
was
I know
off.
a Fusion
Yeah,
Frenzy.
Fusion Frenzy. All right.
What was
pretend
Fusion
my
Frenzy?
shilling there was
It's a
for
party
Fusion
game.
Frenzy. Yeah,
But it
the
was just
best goddamn
Like Mario Party
game
or-
to
like
play.
Mario characters or like Crash Bandicoot characters. It was blue, red. Wasn't it just like blue guy,
It was
red guy?
kind of like
So like the
it was
Bob.
like an off-brand Jet Set Radio setting.
But
okay.
what was the gameplay?
It was like a bunch of party games, and at the end you got like these points depending on how well you did in the game. And at the end, you can bet your points in like the final thing, which is like this kind of arena brawl thing. So if you were behind, you could bet more, which means you could also lose more, but you could also pull ahead of someone who
Yeah.
was like ahead and didn't want to risk losing all their stuff.
So
Okay.
I only played the Bible party game I owned.
Oh yeah.
I actually remember playing that.
That was. I'm trying to remember if any of them were like remotely enjoyable in any
No.
context.
No.
Not
The
at all.
Bible
The
Party.
Jacob
It was-
ladder was literally just use the left, right, up, and down with what it says on your thing, and it's a race against the other person. That's it.
It's just like a Jesus game. It's just promoting like Christianity.
But they,
Oh,
they
nice.
also had a game show portion where you would answer questions, get points, and then you would bet those points in the minigame.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up when you think about it. That ladder climbing one, you're just climbing to heaven. You're
You're
literally,
literally killing yourself.
yeah, you're dying.
Dude,
you're dead or something, but you're going to
the
heaven
most
right now.
Sonic
Fucking
Reds
dark.
level is just an endless running game where like you have to dodge the fish coming at, and then fucking Jacob's Ladder, not Jacob, wait, no, Tower of Babel. You're playing one of those games where you're trying to get the most area by destroying the tower.
Ah. That reminds me of the
And in each level, I remember had its own exclusive, terrible fucking Christian song. Like it would only play on that level and during that mini game.
just on loop.
Nice.
That's the best, especially when they're not meant to loop. So it just like
Horrible.
harsh ends, and then like
And then like
immediately
yeah,
goes back to,
picks
like-
back up in the worst way possible.
that reminds me of the I can't remember his actual channel name, but the guy that makes the Down the Rabbit Hole documentaries. He made one called on an operating system called Temple OS, which was this schizophrenic programmer that thought that the CIA was after him, and he thought he was like God was talking to him, and so he like built his own operating system that he used to like communicate with God, which in reality ended up just he would do like a random letter generator, and like it would randomly pick letters, and he would try to like decipher it and stuff like that. And he had a bunch of mini games.
That guy was.
Yeah.
That's a good example of high end but like low like insanity or wisdom because he built his own OS.
Oh yeah,
But then he was just so insane. He just like it would just generate like circles and like lines in certain directions, and you would try to like
yeah.
say that was God talking to him. It's
People derive meaning out of very strange things.
yes.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
It was kind of like man, watching some of those documentaries where like you really like get like an in-depth like look at like people with like mental illnesses, it's like dang, that's a whole thing that they got to like live with, you know.
Speaking of
yeah.
mental illness, the console wars.
The console.
How
What a segue.
Oh, that was kind of. I mean, it was a joke, not any
Yeah.
group in
No,
console wars.
yeah.
It's just the passion behind console wars in general.
It's,
But
yeah,
like
pretty insane.
how heated? What was your most heated in that? Any of those generations?
Oh, like back in the day.
Like, what do you think?
Trying to
was
get
your
this
peak?
fucker to be on PC. I didn't even care about PC that much, but you were just so obstinate about PS4 that it pushed me into the PC camp.
Yeah, I was so anti PC Master
Yeah, I
Race, and
remember
then they
that.
got me,
And
and then I became the
That was
most
such a weird
elitist.
time for me and annoying because it was you went from completely fucking hating PC to getting convinced in a day by Tyler Davis that you like PC, and I was kind of sad because you didn't want to get a PS4 anymore. And then about a week later, I think you went back to getting a PS4, and you got one with me. And about like a month into it or something, you got convinced about the PC again. And not only were you PC, you were so PC Master Race, then that became obnoxious. And you started shitting on me for owning a PS4.
That sounds like Kid
Me.
Me.
Did you even own a PS4 at that point? Did you?
Well,
sell
yeah,
it?
no,
It was
so-
a summer thing.
It was,
like, a month in.
Here's the best thing: it was still sold out at that point, so I sold it for more than I bought it.
Nice.
And like, I used that to buy. My parents wouldn't let me build my own computer, so I got like the best pre-built I could get. And then like 2-3 years later, when I graduated high school, I like built a new computer with some of the parts. And then like recently, I was like, I need like I like if I'm gonna like make videos and stuff, like I need like a god computer.
High-end gaming juice fueled PC.
Exactly, yeah, gamer fuel.
Do you think anyone's used bathwater to like fuel a water-cooled PC?
Maybe.
Thinking about like all the many different paths this beautiful universe can take, do you think someone has just profaned it like that?
But like, wouldn't I have no clue about like water cooling in this regard, but like I feel like there might be. I feel like you need like just good salt water, or I don't know what type of water you need, but you probably need like some pure water, not like some dirty
Actually, I don't think it matters.
water. Really?
I
So I
think
can
you
just
just-
use
I'm
milk?
pretty sure the
Well,
water
No,
is...
no, you have to use water, but you can't just use
If the goal is
milk.
to cool it, I don't know if like how
You're not
heating
like
the water
using
really
the water.
matters.
You're just using the water to like carry heat. So,
Yeah.
So I
as
can
long
just
as
get some bong water.
yeah, pretty much.
I was
Well,
hesitant to bring
no,
that up.
you
but
don't want dirty water. You're gonna exchange
Okay, but bath
the
water. But no, in water cooling, I don't think you ever.
You
You
clean.
don't
By
ever
the way, we're in
because
Texas. I think you mean tobacco pipe water.
I had a water cooled processor, and you never. I don't even think you could open that up.
No, you can't.
Speaking of,
Huh.
I'm
cooling, have you
100% sure.
seen-
If you have, a drill and enough determination, you can open pretty much anything up.
Well, that is not what I meant.
Have you guys seen the design for the PS5? I'm probably not much, but like,
Yeah.
do you know like how they designed it?
No.
It was like they literally went
With
for
a team of
cooling.
engineers.
Yes, probably, but they went like with like almost 100% like with cooling in mind. Like the center part's like one giant like fan, or I don't know, but like the way it's designed is like for like airflow. It's literally trying to be as like quiet yet still cool as possible.
That's pretty sick.
Cool.
It's one thing I guess you can get out of a console is maybe like try to make
Yeah.
it. Like,
I think consoles are actually getting a lot better
well, yeah,
because Xbox. I know more about the Xbox Series X or I don't know what it is, but the Xbox, the new generation one, but now it has SSD.
Yeah.
So it actually boots up fast as quick resume. Pretty sick, where you can just
yeah.
because you can't do that on PC, which is kind of one of the few things you can't do, and the backwards compatibility. But the one
But-
main thing is 250 gigs of storage as just the that's
Wait, that's
bad.
all it has.
It's,
And
yeah.
get-
The new Call of
And-
Duty game is 250
and guess what?
gigabytes.
Maybe it's more. Maybe it's
they're
There's no
trying
way.
to.
It's
Is it like
250.
250 on SSD and then they have
But it's
like
on
hard
an
disk?
SSD though.
they only have an SSD. I'm pretty sure.
And
So you just have a COD machine
And guess
and
what?
that's it. That's what you spend all that money on.
Is they're also trying to sell like the digital versions, where sort of like the disc without the disc drive, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, you get this. You don't have to like pay the extra $100 for a disc drive, and you can just store your games online. It's like, oh yeah, but I only have 250 gigabytes to store games. So
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
I'm
Oh.
telling you, Activision and stuff, they are totally like that is a conspiracy theory I believe in. Like I think part of the reason because part of the reason like the COD games like Modern Warfare and now the new one's gonna be 250 gigabytes is because they don't compress their files or whatever. Like they just don't care. But I think it's partly them not caring. But I think also if you have Call of Duty and you play Call of Duty a ton, right? 250 gigabytes. Are you really going to download other games if you don't have the space? What are you going to do? You're going to delete the one game you played? No, you're not. You're not going to delete COD because then you'd have to re-download it.
I don't know if they're that malicious with it.
But I think that could be
You
a
want to
part
hear
of
one
it.
fun malicious story? You know why Chrome has like that? What
Shit.
do you call it? Like stereotype about eating up RAM
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
anything Windows. That's on fucking purpose. I forget if it's on Windows end or on Google's end or Microsoft's end or Google's end, but one of them is not optimizing either the browser or the OS for Chrome, so it just eats a shitload of memory.
But
It's like not optimized at all.
So, I mean, I believe that, but I'm trying to think of which way it is because like they don't do that for like say Firefox. Like if it was just like Internet Explorer was the only
Well, I mean, Google's a lot bigger than who
Mozilla.
owns Firefox?
The company's like called Mozilla, I think, or something.
Were those the people that made those like flip phones?
No, that's Motorola.
Okay.
What's the cheese that you can peel?
Mozzarella.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
You got any words that start with M?
No.
Is there any games that seem to be announced on either side that interested you guys at all?
What do you mean on
PS5 and
either
PS
side? Oh,
Xbox.
well, any Microsoft exclusive
Yeah.
we get to play because we're
Oh, yeah,
PC
sure.
gamers.
But that's what I'm saying, dude, are you interested in them at all?
In terms of exclusives,
I don't even know they're
I don't
exclusives.
play a ton of AAA title games honestly, besides like COD, but it's an all thing.
Let me
so.
try to think. Obsidian announced something.
Oh, Halo.
Halo.
I'm kind of interested in Halo.
Let's see what they're doing with it.
I still love how the new Halo game, it got delayed several times and they were doing like the Monster energy drink promotion where like if you buy the can of Monster, like you get a double XP code. Problem is the game got delayed, right? Monster already manufactured all these cans. So they're not going to like delay it. So they ran the promotion. So like on Twitter, I'll be browsing Twitter and I'll see an ad and it'll be Monster energy drink and it'll be like, well, grab the cans and save them for when the game comes out.
Just have a 30 discarded, disgusting Mountain Dew cans in your room.
I know, and like I'm seeing pictures on like the Halo subreddit of people have like a whole shelf of like Monster cans, and I'm like, are you shitting me? Like, that's so stupid. Like,
Take a fucking photo. We live in an era where everyone always has a camera on them. Why can you not take a photo?
But
Yeah,
someone
why
can
does-
steal your cloud and use that on the day
They
it
could
comes out.
steal your double
you
XP.
double like your 1
and
hour.
you drink
Of...
your gamer juice for nothing.
Also, I will just say, unless any energy drink wants to sponsor me, in which case, forget what I'm about to say. I think we talked about this before, but the whole energy drinks for gamers is the most stupid thing
I fucking
ever.
agree. I fucking agree. Like, oh wow, yeah, I haven't slept in like 24 hours. I know. I'll make my heart beat faster than a fucking professional athlete by pumping me full of enough caffeine to give a horse a heart attack, just so I can like play Halo for a few more hours.
See, like,
So fucking.
If you really think
stupid.
it's for people. This is how I see it. It's for people that want to stay up because they're gaming, but they don't like coffee, and I guess it's soda.
it's
technically
marketed
isn't
towards
enough.
them too. I mean, like
Yeah.
if it's being like if coffee started being like, you want to get some gamer coffee, like that's what we need to do.
All right,
when we
that's our
start doing like
niche.
merchandise, like Jacksepticeye, I think he has like a whole coffee in line. We need to make our competing coffee line.
A gamer brew.
Gamer coffee.
All right, I
you
just
have,
want to
like-
say, as someone who's been a caffeine addict since I think it was like 8, I hate how much caffeine is in those energy drinks. I feel like jittery after like
Oh yeah,
2
it's
cups.
a lot. It's
It-
more than coffee.
Oh, it's like twice as much as a
Yeah.
normal cup. I'm like, how do people live off that? I know people will drink like 4 in a day and be like, yeah, I'm fine.
Plus, plus it's
I only
probably,
had 2 heart attacks today. I'm good.
there's probably like way more sugar than coffee too, unless like you're adding, a ton to them.
Yeah.
Oh
and-
yeah, no.
Like I could understand if you're literally like an esport like player, right? Like if you're actually
streaming.
going to like, I guess streaming. I guess it's fair, and that's why it's marketed towards them. But like if you are just an everyday gamer, you don't need it.
I don't know
You
why
don't
would
need it.
ever
Go the
need
fuck to bed, wake up the next day, and play more video games.
I
You
think-
don't need to like.
Yeah, I think you guys are thinking about it wrong though, because I would not drink a Red Bull when I want to go to sleep or stay up longer. I would drink it when I want to perform better.
Well, that's what I'm saying for esport players.
Yeah,
right?
But like,
But
so
for
if I'm
the
going to a
everyday-
tournament, like, yeah,
Mhm.
because if I go to a tournament, I slept 8 hours and I have to play my set in 3 hours. I'll drink it like 30 minutes before. I'm not using it to stay up longer or anything. I'm
Okay,
using
so-
it for the caffeine.
Is it a performance-enhancing drug?
It literally is.
We're gonna need to start testing people for Red Bull.
It increases your reaction time. That's why people do drink it. But well,
Just
at
the
least
line
in
of
esport,
code.
it gives you a slight edge in
kind of-
fighting games. But like, I wouldn't say it's that big of a deal in other games. But
I'm sitting
Yeah.
here playing Hearthstone and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
doing a Hearthstone tournament and be like,
Sim
"Oh,
Six.
honest,
Like 6, you're like
200 APM.
oh my gosh.
what do you think a gamer like style brew? Like, do you think that'd be dark, light?
Of a beer?
A gamer brew
no.
wouldn't be dark.
you mean?
Anyways,
That'd be too
next
cultural.
joke.
I mean, that'd be too political if it was dark brewed.
No politics in games.
Yeah, no.
So I think it would be a nice like Arabic brew, nice dark.
I'm gonna just stay out of this conversation. I'm gonna just,
We're talking about us. We're not gamers.
No,
not
I,
gamers?
No.
the last game I played Underrail, but that's like that's like a Fallout 1 or 2 style like isometric RPG. I'm not sure if I qualify as a red-blooded gamer boy.
Yeah.
How much
What
money did
season are we
your
on Fortnite?
how much money did your PC cost?
if it doesn't cost more than your apartment, you're not a true gamer.
He's fucking
I want
dead.
you to tell me, like, what kind of PC you'd be looking for that would be around the approximate cost of an apartment, like a 12-year lease.
You would have to do one where like you buy all those stupid like gold-plated HDMIs that like
You would have to make sure like it's like diamond encrusted, or well, no, not that bad.
which you should never spend more than like $10 on an HDMI cord ever. Anything costing more than that, unless it's like for length. Like if you need just like an
Yeah.
absurdly long HDMI, that's fair. But like that's just
But
it's for like grandmas that don't know and they're like, ooh, it's got high speed. It's like all the HDMIs have high speed. That's what they do. Like it being gold plated does nothing for you.
yeah, no, I agree. But
You know what?
anyway,
You know what's fun? Going to Best Buy when you know someone with an employee discount. You can get like really fucking cheap HDMI cables.
I can see that. I'm just an Amazon slave, unfortunately. I hate Amazon, but like
Wow, just you're piling more money onto Jeff Bezos's Dragon's Hoard.
I know, apparently. But like it's just so like because I recently got into like vinyls, you know, like with my record player. And like you can buy some of them on Amazon if they're like popular people, but like normally you gotta buy like from their like merch, you know, their official like merch page. And I gotta say, being used to getting things like in one day, and then when it gets delayed one day, I'm furious because I'm like, I'm supposed to get this today.
that's why I
like,
don't use Amazon. It makes
Spoiled
me-
American.
It's been like a month since I ordered some like vinyls from some artist like named like Melanie Martinez or whatever. It's been like 3-4 weeks, and I messaged. I was like, hey, so when am I getting them? And or no, I was like, I said it a lot nicer than that, but I was like, hey, can I get like an ETA on like when you're gonna ship them?
There's so much energy behind. Yeah, but when am I getting?
And they didn't respond. So now I'm having to like, I'm like at the point I'm like, is this just the process of how long this takes? Or do I need to like charge back? I don't know.
What if
Like
you got the response was when it gets there?
then I'm like, okay, I'll be disputing this credit card charge.
No, that's such a power move. You just have to respect it.
I pay like $50. Screw that.
Okay.
Like
I ordered something off Wish and it's taken
Oh.
like 3 fucking weeks.
those take like
There's no electronic
2 or 3
or
months.
electronic component stores in Dallas. Like there's Fry's Electronics, they just sell like toasters and shit. I wanted to buy a solenoid valve, so I got it off Wish
As you do.
of course, as you do, as everyone does. It's taken so fucking long.
When it
and
finally gets there, it's not going to be what you ordered, by the way.
I know.
I get it like 50% chance it's just going to be like a plastic car. Like no, like that's what happened. Like if you guys
I
like
thought you were gonna say like it's like the same thing like design wise, but it's just all made out of plastic.
I mean that could be too.
I ordered it from plastic, so I hope it's made of plastic.
Okay, well then it's going to be made of diamonds. Take that.
I'm fucking
I'm
happy
saying
with that. I
there's
am
no-
so okay with
There's
that.
no
Like-
electrical wiring. It's just like what it looks like, but it's just completely just made out of plastic.
I'll turn it into a solenoid valve out of spite. I will figure out how to do that just to spite them.
The thing is, the three of us probably don't know anything about what the fuck is solenoidian vibe.
You know what a valve is?
I know what a valve is.
Yeah, they make
Okay.
steam.
Yeah.
Do you have a knife?
I actually do. But
No, you don't. I'm calling your bluff.
Oh, here we go.
Man gets threatened on podcast.
Turns off his mic by accident.
I'm calling your bluff.
Why do you have a knife in your pocket?
All right, it's a valve. Electricity. Valve
make-
is
make
open.
sure you're-
no electricity. Valve
oh, you
is
got it?
closed.
Make sure what?
I was gonna say your mic.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Like it's
Yep.
there we go.
Yeah. Okay. There.
I apologize if it just
Shit about me.
Oh.
oh
Just
this
a
is
couple of
an
guys.
X-rated podcast. Now this is what the rebrand was for.
It is.
I got
we're,
it.
we're dark and edgy now. We're like,
My moving company gave like an entire like Swiss Army.
They gave you an entire Swiss Army.
Yeah, like the entirety of the Swiss Army. I don't know.
fuck, that's a
what-
good moving company.
Yeah, but they gave me like the Swiss Army utensil things. Basically, just like it has their name on it, but I was like, I'll take it as a bottle opener. I had a corkscrew on it. I was like, fuck, okay.
How many of those have you used?
I've used the bottle opener an infinite amount of times, the knife an infinite amount of times. The cork thing, I think I might have used it once, but not really much.
It's fulfilling utility.
That's chill. That's
Um,
chill. Man, it gets so dark out now. Like it it looks like it's just like midnight. But like
Is it?
What is it, like 6?
it's like it's probably like 6:45 or something. This is like the freaking time change or whatever. We got to get rid of that. America's got to get rid of
I
that.
was gonna ask as another topic.
Gotta get rid of the concept of time.
That too. Screw it.
Yeah.
Fuck time.
Fuck
Um,
time.
I was gonna
Only-
ask as another couple
Only
thing,
exists in the spatial dimension.
what games you guys were playing, but I guess since we're talking about games anyway, is there anything you guys been watching?
One Piece.
Oh yeah, I guess between you and me, that's-
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's it for you.
Well,
Um,
I've been rewatching this little series on YouTube. It's from a little known newscasting site called The Onion. It's called Porking Across America. Have you heard of
Oh.
it?
Yeah, who is it starring?
Oh, it stars Jim Haggerty of it's not the Today Show thing. What is it? It's like their parody Today Show. thing.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
I'll give it
yeah.
a look.
Yeah, it's really good. You know, I don't tell too many people about it. I
Mm.
want
So
to
any,
stay pretty
any cool
indie,
melee
pretty down
tournaments
low.
going on?
Yeah, that's fine.
Which monkey would you be?
I think I'm the one on the left. I
Okay.
think.
Which monkey? Really quick. Which monkey would you guys be? I
I'm
don't know. I thought of my.
I'm too old for this shit.
Dude, what do you mean?
Actually, I don't
I
know.
think we all picked one monkey
I
out.
know.
I think you
I
picked the
picked
middle
one you just
Matthew.
claimed.
Yeah,
What the-
I'll be the center one.
All right.
What am I allowed to pick then?
The middle one because that's what you already
The one
chose.
you picked. I didn't know you guys already picked these.
I thought this was a new question.
Well, Corey asked which
Okay,
what monkey
well,
would
anyway.
we be, but we've already because when I was making this logo, we got really excited at one point because I guess backstory, we were gonna like make another channel because God knows
Still going.
we
to
still
be.
are gonna make another channel, and it was gonna be this. And so we all chose a monkey, and I did high quality editing right here.
I just realized where
Yeah.
the guy's nipple is, and I don't know why it's making me uncomfortable now.
Yeah, free the nip, man. Free the
I
nip.
told you we need to put tape on top of the nipple.
Or I remember when that whole thing was like going on, all these women like were censoring their nipples with male nipple, like pictures of male nipples,
Like, where was this?
just like all over
You know what
the
I'm
internet,
saying?
like all over the internet. Like there
I-
was a trend of
I have
people
completely
censoring their
missed
female
this.
nipples.
I live under a rock.
Because they were like protesting that like male nipples like
Yeah.
are okay and they don't get censored by social media and stuff. And then it looks exactly the same because a nipple's a nipple. So fun fact of the day.
I missed out on
Nipples.
this internet thing. I
What?
I
It's
feel like
probably
an
like-
old man.
3 or 4 years ago or something. I don't know.
I don't feel bad about missing out on it then.
But I watched a while ago. I ended up watching the first Fast and Furious with someone, and then that same person came back and surprisingly wanted to keep watching, so I ended up watching the second one recently. So I'm 2 Fast and Furious in. Did you know the second one doesn't even have Vin Diesel in it?
Really?
It's just Paul Walker and his friend.
So it's just buddy. They're
Yeah,
just-
and then they have their own movie where they race cars and fight cartel people.
And that's the movie.
I'm still confused about the plot of that movie.
Which
Every
one?
single time you explain Fast and Furious, any of them.
It's literally
Well,
people
it's
are
not
like,
like-
I have a car. I'm gonna like have every part of my life be consumed by this car.
Also,
Well-
people that are complaining that like the first two were at least somewhat grounded, I don't think I watched the second one, because in the second one of the police departments pulls out this item, shoots one of the cars, and EMP blasts and disables the car. And I'm like, okay,
Hey, maybe it was a Tesla or something. Would that
a
work?
Tesla.
All right,
A Tesla. If you EMP,
I thought you were
like,
talking
could
about a
you?
Texas
yeah,
version of
actually,
Tesla.
like if it's not a diesel car, that would work because you have the spark plug thing. So if you fry that, then you can't have your car continually
Yeah.
ignite. But if you have a diesel, you're just fine. You can't start it after that if you have a diesel. But I assume if they're blasting you with high-tech copy EMPs, you're already running away, so your car should be started.
Remember when like everyone was like scared that like hackers were gonna like hack people's like pacemakers?
I mean,
Because it
Like-
happened once. One hacker was like, "Oh, I could theoretically do this," and then like it never was brought up
Remember
again.
Watch Dogs was coming out, and everyone's like, "Oh, could you do that in real life?" And it's like, yeah, I guess you theoretically could if you got into every password ever on a car, but like it's kind of hard to do.
Would
that.
hack a car?
If one of the more advanced ones that have all those functions, if you could theoretically like hack into it and control those systems theoretically.
Y-
But I don't know anything about hacking, so I have no input beyond that.
you know, I just take the general like trend of if it's like digital, it's absolutely in one way or another failable.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I guess I mean I'm not saying any of you guys are like doing this, but like the panic that like people like because it's like one news station will be like, "Oh my God, this car is hackable!" Like the world's about to end when the world gets taken over by these hackable
Dude, that's
cars.
like every news station though. Every article's got to be the world's about to end.
Oh yeah, because like they're all dying, so they need
Fucking
clicks
ratings.
or views.
I
Yeah,
end up chuckling to myself when I see a new movie or a new TV show, the villain. That's the villain. It's like hacking is scary. I'm going to show you how strong, scary hacking can be. I'm like, it's 2020.
Yeah, maybe make that movie like 20 years ago.
yeah. Dude, I don't understand. Someone from India has been trying to hack into one of my main Gmail accounts constantly for like the last 6 months. I've changed my password like 4 different times to completely different things, and like I'm following like the actual because like the actual like best way to do passwords. I don't know why, but like a big tip is to do like 4 4-letter words like as a saying. So I don't do like I do like longer words and stuff. I'm not going to go into the
He's
details
gonna
of my
use this to
passwords.
hack you.
I know, but because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to do like a saying because it's easier to remember and it's like harder to crack. I don't know. This dude still is somehow. I'm like at this point I'm just like because normally I see them because I have 2-factor.
He's probably
Authentication.
just like calling them up.
I don't know.
You
If
should
that,
you should call and see if they've been like
You think at a
getting
point
calls from you.
yeah.
they give up on you specifically? Like at some point, if you're resisting so hard, like, they'd stop.
I mean, I hadn't gotten this dude stopped after like 3 months.
I'm imagining
Or maybe he spent 3 months
this
trying to
guy
crack my new
somehow-
password.
like gets the password, logs into you for the first time, and like you log him out, and goes like, "Oh, it's on, motherfucker!" And like his like wife is coming in, and he's like, "What are you doing, honey?" He's like, "This motherfucker, he's logging me out the 3rd time. I won't let it this time. I know his password."
You've
I know
destroyed
him.
this man's life. It's his one mission.
That reminds me. Do you guys know of the streamer Kitboga? He's this like guy that like will like on stream he'll spend like hours wasting like hours of these like scammers and like all like those reps in like India that have like just the huge like farms where they're like he'll like have a voice changer to be like a grandma, and they always want you to buy Google Play gift cards because like with those like you can easily like buy something and like convert and the money's disappeared, you can't track it, so they always try to get these old people to buy Google Play gift cards. So he'll have a voice changer and be like, okay, I'm at the gas station. What'd you say I should get? And then he's like, okay, good, a Google Play gift card. And he's like, you said a Slurpee? I'm going over to the Slurpee machine. I haven't had one of these in years. And like, they just get progressively more and more pissed. And eventually, after like 2 hours, they will like, they realize what's happening and they get so pissed off. They start like, everything. And the guy's like, dude, I just wasted like 2 hours of your time. Like, I'm chilling. Like, but it's just so satisfying. Like, because fuck those people, dude.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that target like seniors. That is some evil
As
shit.
someone that looked at a letter from one of those kind of people. It's very
Oh yeah, tell us. Yeah, you should tell that story.
about the
cult thing. Yeah.
I was going through a dead relative's mail at some point, and
Because they died.
yeah.
Federal crime.
And she got a mail from this pastor looking guy, and like the reason I opened it was like, God, please, God forgive whoever opens this that wasn't the intended receiver. And I was like, oh fuck, why now I gotta open it in person. But I guess. And like he was like, listen, there's someone trying to hurt someone close to you in 12 months from now, and I can, like, through God, will help you from that. I'm like, holy shit, I said to someone with dementia. Like, Jesus Christ. And it was like, I know a prayer that will get you anything in life, but also one that will let you win any lawsuit. So I'm like, shouldn't the first ritual get rid of every other ritual? If it's like, this one will make you win at everything, but then like all 11 are just other things.
Yeah.
Because it was literally like, have a ritual to win any lawsuit. Have a ritual to win anything. I'm like, why don't you just do the first, like the latter one all the time?
That's like some genie stuff where it's like there's all these rules and these loopholes and stuff like that. And it's like, maybe you try to use the any one, it would backfire on a
I
lawsuit.
like the idea of Jesus being like, I got you, man. If you just say my name, I will let you win this lawsuit over McDonald's.
You're trying to like sue this. That was what company was suing all the other, I can't remember. It was some big company like Apple or something, where they were like suing like other smaller companies. Like there was just this other tech company called Pear or something that like had existed previously. I'm probably like misrepresenting, but like that happens a lot. Like big companies, because they have more lawyers than everybody else on the planet, they can honestly just get whatever they want. So
Yeah.
All right.
It
Well,
kind of sucks. Legal representation, you kind of need money. So if you don't have money, you don't really have good legal representation. So even if you're
Yeah.
right,
that's like regardless of what side you're on politics, because that's a whole can of worms. But in the presidential election, which has been going on, as we're recording this,
well, technically,
or it ended.
Yeah.
But like both
there are
sides, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because both sides are like, I have a team of 700 lawyers ready to fight this. And then like the other side's like, I have 700 lawyers ready to fight your fighting of this. And it's like, that's a lot of lawyers. Like, think about it. That is 700 people with 700 families with like 1,400 kids, maybe. Like that is an insane amount of people that are all just dedicated
towards like something that technically doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like a concept.
Yeah.
Law is very interesting.
Yeah. But so I guess like with that, I mean, we might as well call it a wrap. But if you guys like enjoyed this more kind of like free form, style. Also, if you love these amazing monkeys, because honestly, I think this is my magnum opus right here.
Are you
honestly,
praising your design or just the monkeys in general?
Both.
I think
Like that is like that monkey on the left in particular.
Yeah,
honestly,
I
all
really
of
like that one, to be honest.
like they're just chill, man.
I like it.
They're chill. So but yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.
See y'all next time
Bye.
on the Neon Apes podcast.
That's
Because we're
been
not
going
Media
on for a
Crash
while.
anymore. We're Neon Apes.
See ya.
Bye.